So I came home from work today to find some pretty disturbing news. You see, a little while ago we took on a new family member in our house, and I guess you need the backstory. You see, just a little while back a friend of mine took on the responsibility of getting a fish, not just any fish, a betta fish. And while this friend of mine, who is also our creative director, Brad, he tried to be a good owner to this fish. However, it didn't exactly work out, and after weeks without eating, and after going through torturous times of, well, I can't even go into the details because PETA would be all over this. Let's just say Brad wasn't fit for a fish, and so his wife talked him into giving him up, and my family became the crown owners of this fish. Well, I came home from work today to find out that this little guy, who's named Barracuda, you can see him right here, well, he had a pretty rough day. Now, granted, his bowl is a little bit dirty, but that's okay. He doesn't seem to mind. Well, today, I come to find out that Barracuda had some friends. Our son Emery was playing with him, stuck his hand down in the water, was trying to pet him, and Barracuda decided that that is too much and life is not worth living, and he leapt out of the fish bowl and landed flat down here on the floor.
That's his mark.
What would cause a guy to jump out of his element, out of his home, and land on the floor? Maybe it's because his tank water's dirty and we should clean it. Granted, we just did that the other day, but perhaps that's the reason. Maybe he did it because there was a big hand stuffed down in there trying to grab him. I don't know. Perhaps that's the reason. Maybe he did it because he just thought, I'm sick and tired of swimming around this 6-inch by 4-inch container, and I think I'm ready for something bigger, something different. Well, anyway, he jumped out of it, only to realize that what he got was not quite what he was bargaining for. And I thought, how many times do we do that? How many times do we think, I'm not happy where I'm at, and if I can just get somewhere else, we'll find out that life could be a whole lot better, so we think. And so we've taken the leap. You ever taken the leap? You ever fallen out? You ever landed flat on your face, down flopping around and realizing that you made a bad decision? Well, thankfully, in that moment, as Barracuda lay there on the floor flapping, Emery screamed, Mom came over, scooped him up, put him back in his dish, back in his tank, and hopefully he's learned the error of his ways. And so that was our tragic news today.